Welcome back to Lawn Dude Unearthed, where we like to dive into whatever topic comes to mind each and every week. Every week we have an installment on mental health because it's important, man. You got to check on your people. You got to check on your people and have your people check on you. It is important, man. It's important to me that we continue to have discussions on mental health because it's just not talked about enough. Now we're going to cue the intro. I like to go ahead and take care of these pleasantries. For all those who power Lawn Dude Unearthed and help us to bring this content to you each and every week. Now, if you're looking for a high quality, eco conscious apparel that reps your passion for the outdoors, you need to check out Finprint Apparel. And don't forget to use our code, man, DUDE10. Once again, DUDE 10 at checkout will save you 10%. Again, that's Finprint Apparel. They will give you a good little splash on your uniforms. If you haven't checked out our video of how different our uniforms are, go check it out right now, either on YouTube or Instagram. Also, I'd like to go ahead and shout out the fact that we're powered by Petra Tools, who is bringing you top-tier equipment to keep your lawn game strong. Whether you need sprayers, various lawn landscape products, or battery-powered solutions, Petra Tools has you covered. And they also have like mulch glue, and they got their lawn paint. They got a little bit of everything, man. Just go check out their website. Support the brands that support us, man. These are the brands that support Lawn Dude Unearthed. I like to keep growing as a company, as a podcast. So I definitely have no problem shouting out those who decided to give us the opportunity. And we beyond appreciate it. What is going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to Lawn Dude Unearthed. We're back with another truck talk. Back with another truck talk. So first and foremost, I do want to apologize for not getting our regularly scheduled podcast out last week. Real time, I actually did record about a 25-minute podcast last Friday on my way from a big job, a grueling job. And I was so tired doing that podcast, man. When I went back to edit, it just kept sounding like crap, between sounds in the truck. Because, keep 100 with you, man, it was a sod job, a big sod job, which you should be seeing a clip released at this point by the time this podcast releases. You should be seeing a clip of the side job and just how big this job was. So because this job was such a big job, man, I had to actually go back and pick up the rental machine, the sod rolling machine, and I had to pick that up almost a quarter to 8 o'clock last Friday. And I was in the maintenance truck for that, the cab over. And I never record a podcast in the cab over because of the way I sound in there. It's not like being in this truck, which is my Ram, which has, premium sound system in it in comparison. So that was a lot of problem I had with the podcast last week. But either which way, last week, if I would have released that podcast, it was basically all about logistics and just being blessed. As a business owner, despite all the challenges, despite all the, spinning of the plates and whatnot, it's still a blessing to be able to make your own schedule. It's a blessing to make your own schedule, even though it is a pain in the butt a lot of times, to be completely honest with you. Trying to juggle everything, figure out how to get it done. I know for me, when I learned how to turn it to God, that changed everything for me. So, today, we're going to talk about a lot of things. Like, you ever feel like how much you do is just still not enough? Not even not enough, but not enough of you to go around. That's been me for a while. So a lot of times I feel like there's just not enough of me to go around. And it's a constant battle that a lot of us do. Like, you're trying to do the best you can on all fronts. But at the end of the day, it's only but so much of you that can go around. If that makes sense to anyone. So, I know for me, whether it's managing, jobs, moving equipment, answering calls, emails, paying the bills, just juggling everything that you juggle. And on top of that, a lot of that is just the work stuff. I know on my priority list, God and my family come ahead of the work stuff. So that goes without saying. And then for me, I figure out how to juggle the other stuff. Because when it comes to the family and when it comes to my faith, I feel like it's not much of a juggle. It's just prioritizing both of those first over work. Work is a juggling act. Business is a juggling act. So, here's the thing that I continue to get better at myself. Something I have to continue to learn even now is that weight that we carry, we do not have to carry it alone. Let me say that again. The weight we carry, we don't have to carry it alone. Sometimes, we all get so wrapped up trying to figure it out, that we tend to forget that, God already has it figured out. While we're trying to work it out, He has already worked it out. Let me say that again for the people in the back. While we're trying to work it out, He has already worked it out. When I paused, when I took a break, when I took a breather, and I put my stress on Him, I gave Him my stress, I vented, had a vent session with Him, I definitely noticed a shift. These problems didn't vanish. They didn't go away. They didn't disappear. No, none of that. What changed was my mindset. Stop focusing on what can fail. I stopped focusing on being a failure and started focusing on the fact that even if you don't succeed, it's a learning experience, not a failure. My focus has been on who's holding me together, and that is God. My focus has been on blessing things in Jesus' name and not in man's name. So if you're in a place similar to this right now, tired, overwhelmed, stretched thin, I just want you to know, man, it's okay. It's all good. You're not failing. Learn experience, like I said. We're not meant to be perfect. We are not meant to be perfect. Remember that. Just gotta keep it together and keep putting your faith in Him. But this one is gonna be short and sweet. And maybe I'll put the clip, the beginning half of last week's podcast behind this one. Because I still have that audio file. And I had to delete the second half of it because the audio was so terrible. So if you hear it after this, cool. If not, then that just means that I couldn't clean it up enough to put it at the end of this. So what you'll hear at the end of that audio file, if I do attach it, is it won't end properly because I had a whole second half to the audio file, which, like I just said, didn't turn out great. But that's what I got for now. Y'all take it easy and be blessed. Peace.
Thank you for listening to Ron Dude on Earth. We talk about all kinds of things here. The good stuff, the tough stuff, and everything in between. If you like the show, please give us a 5-star review. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and have a blessed day.